Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. A quick man-cold update. We're on day 3, starting to finally feel a little bit better. Definitely still drowsy though, so bear with us through today's video, which we will try to do our best to break down the deck list, talk about the strategies, the synergies held within, demonstrate that within the gameplay footage against the best decks and players in the world right now, and we'll wrap up with our final thoughts, deck review, and of course, our Brothers War pack opening. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so yet to help support myself and future content. Let's take a look at the new deck.
It's a new lap record!
Oakley dokley, here we are. The Demolition Crew. Sick name, right? Wait till you see the build. Utilizing artifacts, power stones more specifically, to really ramp out into some of these heavier cards, as you'll see. So standard deck, we've got a 3.1 average mana value with 23 creatures, 13 non-creatures, and 24 land. And again, don't pay too much attention to that average mana value. If it was that high, we'd like to, maybe have 25, 26 lands. We don't here because of how readily available ramp is, and we're going to take advantage of that. So Mardu deck, black, red, and white, a very much control build, mid-range build with control elements. First, let's talk about Ashnod Flesh Mechanist. For 1 mana, it's a 1/1 with Death Touch, and whenever it attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, create a tapped Powerstone token, a Stoken, if you will. We can pay 5 to exile a creature from our graveyard, creating a tapped 3/3 colorless zombie artifact creature token as well. So, very good value within Ashnod if she survives, right? It also acts as quasi-removal as it has Death Touch, right? This is a formidable blocker. It's going to be consistent damage, right? Because they're not going to want to block Death Touch. Like, they're not going to, block a 1/1 with their Shieldred, for example, right? So, and then they're not going to attack with their Shieldred as well, right? So, it kind of does clog up the field with that Death Touch, which is nice, and then very high value on the card here. So 4 copies of that, just because we always like to play it on turn 1. And then on turn 2, we've got a Powerstone Engineer. For 2, it's a 2/1. When it dies, create a tapped Powerstone token, as well as a Riveteers Requisitioner for 2, a 3/1. When it dies, create a treasure token. Blitz for 3, and if you would blitz, it would self-sacrifice and draw a card. So both of these cards can be sacrificed with the Ashnod, and you'll create a Power Stone for it, as well as, the Engineer gets 1, and the Requisitioner would get just a regular treasure, right? So, that's really, really nice to help us ramp out. Furthermore, we have the Junkyard Genius fulfilling the same role, but on turn 3, a 2/2, and when it enters the battlefield, create a tapped Powerstone token, and Ashnod attacks, sacrifices the Genius, and now you just got 2 Power Tokens. Beautiful, right? And then what are we going to be using those on? Well, it's Mightstone, Weakstone. When it enters the battlefield, you can either draw 2 cards or give a creature -5/-5 until the end of turn. It will also act as a double Power Token if you want to be ramping into potentially the portal to Phyrexia for 9. When it enters play, each opponent sacrifices 3 creatures, and at the beginning of your upkeep, put a target creature card from a graveyard to the battlefield under our control, and it's a Phyrexian in addition to its other types, so that's very nice. We also have the Cityscape Leveler, the Demolition Crew, right? An 8/8 with trample, and whenever you cast this spell or it attacks, destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent. Its controller will create a tapped Power Token, and that's kind of our end game, right? We have the Phyrexian Dragon Engine here as well for 3. It's a 2/2 with double strike. When it's cast from the grave, discard your hand and draw 3 cards. Unearth for 5, which is really nice. So we're making a lot of Power Stone tokens or Power Stokens, and you can really utilize that to get this Dragon Engine in without having to tap any of your pre-existing mana base from your land, which is quite nice, right? Aside from that, some more removal in the deck. We've got Go for Throat, 2 mana, instant speed, destroy target non-land creature, and its cousin Abrade for 2 mana at instant speed as well, destroying target artifact, also dealing 3 damage to target creature, right? So with the pair of these, we're destroying everything that's non-artifact, we're destroying everything that is an artifact. It's really, really good coverage. And then for the things we can't hit, the planeswalkers, the enchantments, We have Rite of Oblivion for 2. Sorcery speed is an additional cost to cast a spell sacrificing non-land permanent. Exile target non-land permanent, right? Flashback for 4. So that brings me to Unearth and Flashback being able to be utilized from our graveyard, which is nice. And then the discard that presents itself through the Dragon Engine. So don't be worried if you're discarding Rite of Oblivion, your leveler into the grave, because you can, again, still utilize those cards from there, and then you're drawing more through your deck, and it's just really quite powerful. A very simple build to grasp, a very unique build that I think is fairly competitive. I think we went 3 for 4 in today's gameplay footage, so, having a great time with it. And, at the end of the day, any new deck that isn't just basically a meta deck twisted with a little twist on it, is awesome, right? So shout outs to the original content. Thank you all so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Watch to the end of today's video. After the gameplay footage, we're going to open up this pack and see what we find. So cheers, and let's play some Magic. Oakley dokely. Let's get this party started. Not our best hand, but it's there. We out here, homie. Turn 2, Requisitioner. Turn 3, Genius. If they kill it, we make a treasure, which is fine. We do need that 3rd land. I don't want to spend it on the Genius, but we might have to. Lots of... Ooh, ouchie.
Something suspicious is going on.
Again, could be worse. Hit for 3 to 16. No hit. Also no land. That is sad. All right, I mean, we can still generate 1 mana for the turn. It's not reusable, though. Renewable, reusable, same thing. They have a Graveyard Trespasser, I'd assume. Third land is awesome. Let's kill that underdog. Attack Liliana. I don't think it hits. I think they have removal. Let's see. Oh, we get it. Awesome. Ending turn.
Nothing more.
Okay. Genius in play. Ooh, wow. So that's a card still, I guess. Yep. Ay, 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 papi. It's going to be their turn, though, right? Here's a Power Stone. Pass turn. Emergency removal up, but we don't want to spend the treasures. It's good again. 3, 6. We're not there. Lose our creature.
Sacrifices must be made.
We're losing 1. But we can draw a land and kind of replace it. There it is. Nice. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can start to level the city.
Drop it.
I see that they have artifacts, so I might toss that Go for the Throat. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. Hopefully they don't have single target. Let's take out Mishra. They do have removal. Get grasped. All right. Oh, and a backup Mishra. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. I'm going to toss the Engineer at this point, I think. Well, it's not ideal. Let's hit Mishra. And then we'll kill Lily. We keep Rite, we keep Cityscape. It could be worse. Right? Retaining access to them via the grave. We get the land, which is cool. We kill Liliana, which is really cool.
You know, I think you look better as a corpse. Fine.
I think we could probably go down to 12 for the death touch blocker. Feels right. First strike, or double strike, I guess, through the Dragon Engine will just, you know, eat through it. Here it is. I think we still throw up the block, though. 6, 8. Just stop some damage, right? It's 4 damage, so I think worthwhile. There's nothing for us to Cityscape this turn, which is so sad. Right? Pass over. Some Darvels, I guess. I was hoping to remove a permanent. Only stop one of them. Down to 10. There it is. Target acquired. They might be able to race us, though. Honestly. Down to... because they're not going to block. Because they can't. LOL. We get to hit for 8. Ashnod in play. Into exile from the graveyard because it was unearthed. That's a double underdoggy. Did you ever have someone underdog you on the playground as a kid? Holy, that's a lot of damage. They might still get this. Yikes. Wow. Woo, 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 wah. The draws there help quite a bit as well, right? Do we have lethal? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I think we do. Ay, ay, ay. Papi. Going first. If we can top deck a Riveteer, that would be cool. I mean, or just a Plains, so that's out of my mind. New. We have removal up through Abrade, which is it's going to be good for a turn or two here. Quite excellent, in fact. Wow, that's good. This is quite enjoyable as well. White source off the top, baby. Let's go. Yup. B-I-N-G-O and a new hand. What's his name? Oh. Let's see what we're facing down here. You gonna blast zone me for one, dude? I like your style. Nah, it's a wedding announcement. It's a fair and playable card. We keep Rite, we keep the Cityscape. We get 3 new cards. And then I will Powerstone it. Pretty cool, right? Not too shabby. That puts us at 4, 5, 6, 7. Next turn will be 8. Ooh. That's a good card, right? quite enough to get what we want done. But I think we still just go for it. The Sierra Paragon, ladies and gentlemen. A very, very good card. Something that we need to deal with immediately, I feel like. There's no way we let that through. Very strange. A secondary Paragon. Seems fair. Right? One of those all I want for Christmas things. Let's take it home. Boom, back-to-back Paragon removals. And we hit for 8 to 10. Interesting. I mean, we're not in a great spot, but we're definitely competing. Ooh. That's not good. That is not good. I think the Celestis could also potentially fit in our deck, but like, where does it go? Should probably draw. They just have a constant flow of these 2/2s coming at us. Fairly frustrating. We're close to lethal. We can get a good draw. Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Hey, I mean, it's a mediocre draw. It adds to the pile of removal. I might not let them draw, though. Depending. What you doing over there, Willis? Ooh. I do not appreciate that. Ay, papi. So I'm going to take their draw away from them, so they only have one creature. The seat would allow them to draw through the announcement, and I'm not really too into that. Seven life left. Need more dragon engines, like 50,000 dragon engines. That is a artifact creature, so we are in bad shape. Powerstone Adelphia. I mean, maybe the Menace could be beneficial here. Pay 3, we have 6. We can do it twice, push to 4, 3 damage shy. Your third wedding announcement, that's fantastic. Bro, what's mine say? Lifelink here. We can use Power Stones for the channel ability, which is quite nice. Not that it's important here, but taking care of the Steel Seraph. Channel abilities can't be countered. What you doing, Willis? Okay. I take that block because they're making 2 of, like, oh my god, these wedding announcements are ridiculous, Doogie. A little of our own medicine, that's funny. LOL. And this is where we lose, is the Celestis long-term value. It's like that place on Avatar It is. I mean, it's definitely not a portal to Phyrexia, but it's a card. It's not a land, which is good. We are somehow holding on. I think, we're ready to kind of concede here, though. What started out as such a good match kind of slowed down drastically. I mean, obviously control deck's gonna operate very nicely. And it's like a unique control deck too, very mid-rangey for them. Those 2 Paragons, like that was really cool, but it's just a lot of value coming at us. These 3 announcements. Urza now has melded. Holy Toledo's, my friend. You are a madman. Right? You've done it. I want to see my next top deck, but I'm going to call it quits after that. I'm not going to play it, even if it's good. I just want to see it. Well, maybe if it's a portal to Phyrexia. Shoot. I think we're donezo, though. It's a good man. Good match. You go first. It's beautiful. If only we had, that 1-drop we crave so much. Not that we have the land to play it on one here, but it'd be cool. Kazoontai. It's Mangold Day 3. The recovery. We're doing our best. We're out here. The show must go on, right? Getting punished against what could only be a disgusting deck, right? If you're using these colors, you're a dirty dog. So we've missed our turn 1, but we've got turn 3 here. So that's 2 additional turns taken off our clock here. So Portal on 7, Leveler on 6. Hopefully we can continue to curve out into those turns and maybe even reduce them through the Power Stones. You like this? We like this. Oakley Dokley. Tenacious Underdoogie. No attack. Now, I do find that a little bit interesting. We are in defensive posture. And we've got a blocker. Even if they have a Liliana removal, we're set up. Oh, delicious. Absolutely. Sign me up. I'll take 2. It gets through, that's fine. It's all just about stopping the damage for us right now. We can remove it literally right like that. Which we will do. The Power Stones for the Dragon Engine is just delicious. And then get blasted. Patty's Shotgun. Now they play turn 4 Sheoldred and we all have a good laugh. Ha 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 ha. Right, that was what a good card that is. We are not set up to deal with it other than this. Beautiful, beautiful top deck. For 4 big ones. 4, 5, 6 available mana. We're still 2 away. Misery's Shadow's good. The Exile is so freaking annoying.ca. / I have first strike. I'm going to take the draw through the blitz. Smash it. Ooh, this is dies though too. This is dies. Very bad actually. We don't get a draw or a treasure. But we progress. There's no way that was going to be of use to us with the Shadow in play. We're going to lose the Unearth too. Unless we get this Leveler to hit. And it's not even, it's just going to take it. We can exile this Genius though. I guess we just make a Power Stone out of it, and that's still beneficial. Because that would still happen through the Mechanist or Mechanist here. A little Gixaroni. One of my favorite things. Do we see an attack? Second main phase, no attack. Contemplating removal via cut down. Right? It has to be, or it's the shadow ability hang up. Could still be that also, but who knows? Lose our genius. You can never lose your genius. You just misplace it for times. Now that is the card we wanted. It's beautiful. That's going to get us back on the right track. Get out of here, Misery's Shadow. I say we go in for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's going to actually be a decline. I already have the mana needed. So let's remove Gix instead, right? That's cool. I like this. You like this? Yawn, you tried to have him glory hole me. Oh, you Americans are so uptight. Eeny, meeny, miny. You make tokens from the grave, though, all the time. Well, I guess, why not make another one, right? Now, this is where things get a little bit better for us, unless they have more removal. Let's get this in play. We have a portal to play next turn. Hit for 1, decline. It kind of keeps them away from a Shieldred. They're going for Death Touch. It's good. We destroy it before it's able to block, though. They got 2 cards in their hands. Could be good for us. Just hit him with the heater, right? Ooh. Now that is good. Good game. Our opponent is on the play. We have our favorite turn 1. Looking for a 3rd land for removal. This is a turn 2 for us, which is enjoyable. It's not as good as an engineer, but it's all right. It's pretty good. We still need that 3rd land, though. I mean, it's pretty tempting, in all honesty. This'll die anyways, you know? Against another aggro deck. Ramping kind of... It does itself. We get the 3rd land. And then because they're an aggro deck, you know, I'm probably not going to force sacrifice this with Ashnod for the 4th ramp. I'll probably just try to get, you know, 1-for-1 value out of my cards. And that will allow us to, you know, prolong the game until that point. Whereas if it's like a mid-range deck or a control deck, you're definitely trying to race and get there as quick as you can. And that would require you to sacrifice your own things. Oh, exiled. Damn, Doogie. That was good. It's a good play. I like that card. So this is definitely like mono white soldiers. Paying 1 life here. Not great, but it happens. Looking for that Mightstone at this point. Cityscaper would be ideal. We're definitely getting there. We have nice removal if they do any play anything that's formidable. Them going wide is not great, but again, at least we do have a creature base to kind of slow them down a bit. If they Cathar my Genius here, that's not great. Yeah, just going crazy. Wow. That is a lot of damage. My goodness. 5, right? This will allow me to cast removal as well. There it is, yeah. All right, let's maybe let them get some false confidence with the attacks before we deal with it. I don't have to pay for this one. It's a little bit better. And it replaces itself. Groovy. Another blocker. I'm going to push the agenda. We won't get where we want to go if we're just chilling. Let's take our 4 and try to catch up. Good card. Get blasted. Patty's shotgun. And then we're coming in heavy with another Dragon Engine. Tying the game up at 12 apiece. It's beautiful. We have 4, 5, 6 available mana for an artifact if we can get it. I hope we do. Removing the recruitment officer here. Really? Not great. There's no draw through the recruitment officer, though. So that's beneficial. Death touch is also allowable. I will continue the race. We make a 3-3, and that's going to put us in striking range. So if they overstep their bounds here, which I believe them to be, on the prefaces of doing. It's an artifact, so is this. We can take one of these 2/2s, though. Four, 5, 6, 7. That would not do it. Let's make a 3-3. We're cutting it close. I know. I understand. Down to 2. We have a superior field state. No lethal, though. It's close. Let's hit for 4. We have the blocker. We have removal. Unless they can pull out haste and activate the land. I doubt it. Alright. Maybe they have protection? That would be crazy good. No, good game. That was clutch. Alrighty then. Power tokens are definitely overpowered. The deck runs really, really well. With that being said, there's always room for improvement. Now, this is where I rely on the community, right? We all can lean on each other here. What did you like about the build? What did you dislike about the build? And how would you remedy this? Well, if you liked it, maybe that's not a remedy, but if you have an idea, let us know why, so we can all understand your thought process behind it. And hopefully with all of that feedback, we can come back to this deck in a week or two and upgrade it, and maybe it's even more competitive than it is right now, because I think it's in a really good spot. But maybe there's room for like a Swarm Planeswalker or something in here, right? Oh, it's those little things like this, right? So that's kind of what I was thinking about. Maybe Liliana, I don't know, some sort of Planeswalker. Pack opening time. Let's freaking go, Doogie. Alrighty, so let's waste no time. Brothers War has been extremely kind to us. Our box is already paid for, so every pack that we open at this point is just, gravy. We get the full art card, which I am a massive fan of, right? You just cannot beat that. Let's work through some of our limited fodder. Plains, Disenchant, the Plant Worker, the Mine Worker, Hoarding Recluse, the Bushwhack, Levitating Statue. That's a good one. My camera's like, no, don't show them. It's too good. Don't let them know you have it. Oh my gosh. Camera. There we go. Monastery Swift Spear. Fantastic. Foundry Inspector. Pretty cool. I actually like that. Swift Boots. Meh. Gixian Puppeteer. One of my favorite cards of the set. I love it. I think that's really good. And we get a holographic Transformer. Cyclonius the Saboteur. It's a 2/5 robot, legendary artifact creature. More than meets the eye for 7. Wolf, flying. It deals combat damage to a player. It connives. Then its power is 5 or greater. Convert it. Interesting. And then we get the beloved Cyclonius Cybertronian Fighter, a 5/5 with living metal. As long as it's your turn, this vehicle is also a creature. It has flying, and when it deals combat damage to a player, convert it. If you do, there is an additional beginning phase after this phase. Interesting. Very interesting. So you could re-tap your mana? Is that what I'm reading? So we get a Foundry, we get a Swift Spear. That's like a pretty good pack, right? I was just saying how kind this box has been to us, and it continues just to put out, right? It's fantastic. Pardon my, maybe that's not a great phrase there. But good box. That's, oh my gosh, get your head out of the gutter. LOL. Thanks for watching. Have a magical day. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Consider becoming a YouTube member for access to our exclusive Sunday-only member stream. They've been popping off. It's been super fun. And if you want to challenge me, that's going to be where you'll do that. Thanks again. Have a magical day, and we'll see you soon in the next.